What's going on? What is going on? It is your boy, Smooth Blaze, and I would like to welcome you back to the reality check present versus self or future self, episode 4. Now, before we get into the meet and greet of everything, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell and select all so you will not miss one video. Now, the couple last weeks, a couple weeks ago, what we discussed were the recap of fitness goals for 2022. Some of the goals I have put in place, what I've achieved versus things that I have not achieved. So we have to look at both of those things as well. Now, for this week, the question that came in mind was, have I been feeding my spirit enough? Have I been feeding my spirit enough? Now, as I go back and reflect over all of the things that I accomplished as far as my spiritual goals and what I set for, I had to really break it down into two different categories: long term versus short term. Again, long term versus short term. These are things that I do for myself. If you have a different format or different way of doing things, that's cool as well. So, here are some examples of some of my short term goals. Start back going to Bible study at my church. I did do that this week, and I feel a lot better from it. Next, personal Bible study sessions on Tuesdays and on Thursday, meaning getting away from everything by going in with the word. In addition to that, finding a quiet space so I can go through and read the word and try to get a better understanding as God for guidance. That's another way. Reading the Bible on a weekly basis. I've tried to, or I implemented a process where I created agenda, or I have agenda where I write down every single thing that I like to do and make sure that I incorporate that throughout the week so that it'll be a habit for me and a healthy habit as well. Now, some examples, some of the long term goals that I have as well will be becoming a more active member at my church, which is a general statement, but there's a lot more work that I need to do. Next would be reading the Power Portal books. This is a book that one of my mentors gave me, and it actually teaches you how to be more in tune with your spiritual side. Sometimes we have to take away the idea that we may be tired, exhausted, but make sure that we spend the time, energy, and making sure that we get connected or have a better relationship with God. Listen to more gospel music, trying to put that regimen into my system so that I'll be able to, be one with it through music and also through word. Tithing every month. That's a big one too. Being able to consistently tithe and give God His, and praying before anything I do. Is something that I've done, but there are certain things I've lacked in that areas too. And continue to be strong through good and difficult times through prayer. So those are some of the short term, and those are some of the long term goals that I set for myself on 2022. So as I reflect over that, I have to ask myself this question: really, honestly, Nate, what have you accomplished? Or honestly, Smooth Blaze, what have you accomplished? Now, what I could say that I've accomplished for this year would be reading the Bible on a weekly basis, meaning that I made sure to make God a priority on a weekly basis, not just writing it down on paper and putting action to it. Next will be starting to go back to Bible study at my church, meaning that this week I went back that Wednesday to kind of get back into the rhythm of things so that I can have a better and deeper understanding, not only for myself, but being around other persons that have the same mindset as I do. Okay, now that we discussed what I've already accomplished, what do I need to accomplish? Being more intentional and reading more of the Power Portals book so that I can understand deeper my deeper connection with God. Having a personal Bible study sessions every Tuesday and every Wednesday. I slacked off a lot on that. When things started getting real hectic, I didn't continue the same routine of what I was doing, which was very, very beneficial and very helping. But now I'm setting the tone of doing that moving forward. So listen to more gospel music. That's something that I have been lacking on. Tithing every month. As far as that aspect of it, there have been months where I was very, very consistent. There are months where I just flat out didn't do it. So in trying to put a process in place so that I can always give God his. That's the biggest thing. So after looking at the things or the areas that I've accomplished versus the areas where I need to accomplish, what should I do or what should we do as we go into 2022? These are some examples of things that I need to do. And if you would like to implement these things, go forward. But number one, make sure I put God first above all things. Make sure you put God first so he can be the head of everything. I need to do a better job at that. Number two, taking my spiritual relationship more serious, meaning that I put more energy, time, and effort to making sure that I get to know him so he can be able to do things in my life that would transition or transform into something better for me. Next, focus on things that I can control and pray about things that I cannot, meaning that those aspects of my life that I really can dictate and control, I'm going all the way in. Those areas that I'm not that I can't control or that I don't have much influence over, I'm going to make sure he takes care of that for me. Also, praying. Oh, I already said that one already. Continue to value the importance of tithing, meaning that we have to understand that tithing isn't just about giving to the church, it's about giving what God is owed. Because at the end of the day, God gave us the opportunity to work and make a living to sustain ourselves. All He wants is a portion of it, a small, simple portion of it. So understand the value of that and practicing what I read, meaning that those scriptures and things that I've learned over this time frame, using those techniques and those stories that we hear in the Bible in order to use it to be better protected and well affirmed that God will help us through these processes, but understanding that we need to practice what has been written. Those are the biggest things. So, as I close, I would like to thank you for taking the time out to listen to my video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell and select all so you will not miss one video. It is your boy, Smooth Blaze. And before we leave, just understand this: we cannot control the hand that was dealt for us, but we can move with a purpose. It's your boy Smooth Blaze, and I'm signing out. Peace.